Hello, and welcome to Inspire Math Canada. We'd like to study math with you step by step. Hope this video helps you out. Today we're going to study how to compare fractions. Before we get into the topic, let's talk about some math symbols. 5, left opening symbol 2, means 5 is greater than 2. 1, right opening 4, means 1 is less than 4. And 3, with the double minus sign, 3 means 3 is equal to 3. And 5, with the slash on the equal sign, 2 means 5 is not equal to 2. Let's find out which fraction is greater. We must discuss 3 cases when comparing fractions. Case number 1, when both numerators are the same. For example, 2/3 and 2/4. 2/3 means 2 shaded areas of 3 equally split pieces. In the diagram, it looks like this. And 2/4 means 2 pieces out of 4 equally split pieces. As you can see in the diagrams, 2/3 is greater than 2/4. When the numerators are the same, the fraction with the smaller denominator is greater than the other. In this example, because 3 is smaller than 4, 2/3 is greater than 2/4. Now let's look at the second case. Case number 2, when the fractions have the same denominator, for example, 2/4 and 3/4. 2/4 means 2 out of 4 pieces, and 3/4 means 3 out of 4 pieces. As you can see in the diagrams, 2/4 is less than 3/4. When the denominators are the same, the fraction with the smaller denominator is greater than the other. For this example, because 2 is less than 3, 2/4 is less than 3/4. Now let's talk about the general case. Case number 3. For example, 3/5 and 2/3. 3/5 looks like this in the diagram, and 2/3 is like this. It is still difficult to say which fraction is greater. However, we can change them to equivalent fractions whose denominators are the same. This same denominator is called the common denominator. Do you remember how to get equivalent fractions? If you're unsure, please refer to our Fraction Equivalent 01 video. Let's change 3/5 and 2/3 to equivalent fractions with a common denominator. The simplest method is to multiply both denominators by each other to get the common denominator. For 3/5, we multiply the denominator of 2/3, which is 3, to both the numerator 3 and the denominator 5, and we get an equivalent fraction 9/15. So 3/5 can be changed to an equivalent fraction 9/15. And for 2/3, we can multiply the denominator of 3/5, which is 5, to both the numerator 2 and the denominator 3, and we get 10/15. So 2/3 can be changed to an equivalent fraction 9/15. Now we compare 9/15 and 10/15. Since 9 is less than 10, 9/15 is less than 10/15. So 3/5 is less than 2/3. Let's solve some questions together. Question number 1, 5/6 and 6/7. In order to change them to equivalent fractions with a common denominator, we need to multiply both the numerator and denominator of 5/6 by the other denominator 7, and we get 35/42. In a similar way, multiplying both the numerator and denominator of 6/7 by the other denominator 6, we get 36/42. Now we compare 35/42 and 36/42. Since 35 is less than 36, 35/42 is less than 36/42. Now let's move to question number 2. 3/4 and 4/6. We could multiply 4 by 6 to get the common denominator, but the common denominator becomes 24, and it will be better to have a smaller denominator. In order to get the smallest common denominator, we can use the technique of finding the least common multiple. We will explain the least common multiple in another video in detail, but let us explain it briefly. To find the least common multiple, the basic method is to list some multiples of the two numbers we are comparing. In this example, we're comparing 4 and 6. The multiples of 4 are 4 times 1 equals 4, 4 times 2 equals 8, 4 times 3 equals 12, 4 times 4 equals 16, and 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and so on. The multiples of 6 are 6 times 1 equals 6, 6 times 2 equals 12, 6 times 3 equals 18, 6 times 4 equals 24, and 30, 36, 42, and so on. If you compare them, 12, 24, and 36 are common multiples of 4 and 6. So the smallest common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. Now let's go back to question 2. The denominator of the equivalent fraction can be 12. The denominator 4 can be multiplied by 3 and the other denominator 6 by 2 to get the common denominator 12. So we can multiply both the numerator and denominator of 3 over 4 by 3 and we can get 9 over 12. And it looks like this in the diagram. And multiplying both the numerator and denominator of 4 over 6 by 2, we get 8 over 12. Here is the diagram. Now we compare 9 over 12 and 8 over 12. 9 over 12 is greater than 8 over 12. Finally, question number 3. You could multiply both denominators by each other to get the common denominator, but it will be a big number, 18 times 27. If you look at the denominators carefully, 18 is equal to 9 times 2, and 27 can be represented as 9 times 3. So both can be divided by 9. That means the common denominator can be 9. To get equivalent fractions, we can also divide both the numerator and denominator of 12 over 18 by 2, and we get 6 over 9. And it looks like this in the diagram. And divide both the numerator and denominator of 15 over 27 by 3, and we get 5 over 9. Here's the diagram. Now we compare 6 over 9 and 5 over 9. 6 over 9 is greater than 5 over 9. Let's summarize today's lesson. Number 1. When the numerators are the same, the fraction with the smaller denominator is greater than the other. Number 2. When the denominators are the same, the fraction with the greater numerator is greater than the other. Number 3. If both the numerator and the denominator are not the same, you need to change fractions to equivalent fractions with a common denominator. Then compare the numerator, which is the same as case number 2. Here are some challenge questions. Try them out. Sample solutions are linked under the video. Hope you can solve them. Thank you for watching Inspire Math videos. Please subscribe if you like to join our Inspire Math tutoring community. There are some related videos linked below. Hope to see you again. Thank you and have a good one.